Hello guys, Hostranger vs GoDaddy. On one side, GoDaddy established in 1977, best known as an affordable domain reseller. On the other, Hostranger established in 2004, crowned as the king of cheap hosting who would win of cheap hosting who would win in a face off between their website builder. Yep, that's my goal for today video hits hosting your website builder versus GoDaddy to see which one is actually good and which one is just Hostinger versus GoDaddy. Right, let's look at the main attraction. Additional your website both builder are small yet optimized tools focus mostly on beginners. The standout aspect of Hostinger is its full drag and drop system, making it easy to customize your site and have more control on its structure. Simply pick elements from the sidebar and drop them onto your design. You can create something that looks basic like this or as varied as this. However, the limitation here is the element. You will find around 10 different things to add, but there are any interesting element like progress bar, slider, or pricing tables. It can feel a bit restrictive at times, but I think limitation help beginner not to feel lost or discouraged. Now GoDaddy website builder is even more limited. There no slide bar for elements and no drag and drop control. You can only add things is predefined place as there a basic customization option for style and fonts, but managing them is not very intuitive. GoDaddy does offer a good selection of individual selection from social links to product display. They allow you to create a more interesting website with a pricing list, like restaurant menu or PDF viewer to sum everything up. Editing wise, both are really easy to use tool if you want to build a simple yet modern website. While we are still on the are there any marketing tools topic of money, let's look at what both website builder can offer business wise. Hostinger website builder is best suited for small scale site, while GoDaddy provides a comprehensive business sites, allowing for great control. In fact, I would say that GoDaddy marketing tools are the strong side of this builder. GoDaddy stand out with a full-fledged business sites. It's allow you user to control social media from one place and handle ads directly without leaving GoDaddy. Additionally, it simplifies email marketing campaign with easy to use template and customization option, making it accessible even for beginners. It's quite impressive how much you get with your subscription. Here marketing is Hostinger weak side. It offer basic feature like an AI logo and text generator, which can be useful for independent business. However, there are no email or social marketing tools. You get only basic analytics without any real way to add more functionality. The SEO options are okay, and there are not a lot of way to customize your store. In general, hosting your website builder is relatively new, and they do have a roadmap with upcoming improvement, but as it is now, it's too restricted for anything offer than a very limited online presence. In GoDaddy versus Hostinger e-commerce term of e-commerce, both platforms offer decent capability, not as extensive as platform like Shopify, but they do cover essential like selling physical or physical digital product, scheduling appointment and accepting donation. However, with Hostinger there is a hard limit of product you can have. Currently it's 500, and this include variation as well, so even create a relatively small store. I felt the restraints with Hostinger. GoDaddy is more generous, allowing you to sell 500 products and offering a bit better selection for customization. GoDaddy is good for stores that want to grow and use marketing to its fullest. Since you are probably not plan pricing and fees, looking to build a website for 5 minutes and forget about it, we should look more about long-term pricing. Through as mentioned in the beginner, you cannot beat Hostinger. When it's come to cheap plan, you can nab a builder plan for less than $3 a month. This including 100 GB of SSD storage space, unlimited bandwidth, a free domain name, weekly backup, and the ability to host up to 100 sites. That the things I love about hosting hers. It's not restricted, so I feel like I am buying a tool that can be used 100 times. GoDaddy takes a different approach to pricing and offer a free plan, not a trial but a full-on plan with a subdomain name. Of course, this option cannot be used for e-commerce or online shops, and it's lack more advanced features. Premium start from $1 a month, so 4 times as much as hosting your ask. However, your storage space and bandwidth are completely unmatched here, and the reason GoDaddy allows this is because their plans are for just one single website. Another optimization is a domain name. Now, granted, it's just $10 a month, but I'd rather have an extra $10 than my minus one, right? So, if we are just counting called hard cash, 5 website with GoDaddy will be around $50, and 5 website will with Hostinger will be $3 a month, and this is not even mentioning renew, right? The fine print you see below price is the renew. When your initial subscription is over the price to renew, it will be way higher. Something this can be 30%, another 300% increase. Luckily, both providers are in the clear with an okay price jump. I also have to give point to both providers for showing this renew price straight away and not hiding it somewhere. Is term of service of your renew can actually depend on your billing period. When you choose a plan, you can prepay for it from 1 month to usually 4 to get the best pricing. You should go with the longer term. The main reason true is that good provider usually have at least a 30-day money back guarantee, and these two are no exception. Don't be shy and leave a comment below. That's it from the for today. I will see you next time.